श्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीद सादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदान्त वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः। भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः। स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः। स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः। स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो वरिष्ठनेमिः। स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll chant from which verse? Fifth verse. अत्र एषः देवः स्वप्ने महिमानम् अनुभवति यद्दृष्टं दृष्टम् अनुपश्यति श्रुतं श्रुतम् एव अर्थम् अनुशृणोति। देशदिगन्तरैश्च प्रत्यनुभूतं पुनः पुनः प्रत्यनुभवति दृष्टञ्च अदृष्टञ्च श्रुतञ्च अश्रुतञ्च अनुभूतञ्च अननुभूतञ्च सच्च असच्च सर्वं पश्यति सर्वः पश्यति pashyate. So we had seen that there were 5 questions asked by Sauryayani Gargya. He had asked 5 questions. And that 5 questions, 3 were on Swapna, 1 was on Sushupti or deep sleep, and 1 was what is the Pratishtha of the whole world. So we had seen the first question was in the deep sleep, who is awake? In the dream, who is dissolved? What go back? What are non-functional in the dream? What goes back into its cause? Second question was, what is awake in the dream? Who is awake in the dream? And third question was, what is that Deva who sees this dream? Fourth question was, these 3 were on dream. Fourth question was, in the deep sleep, who enjoys? And fifth question was, of this whole world, what is the Turiya Tattva, which is the substratum of all, which is the main question. Main question is the last question. The first 4 questions are warm up for the main question. They are making you ready for the main question. This is the Upanishadic style of teaching. They take you from gross to subtle, from body to sense organ to mind to individual drishta and to the substratum or drishta of the whole world. You have to keep on seeing how Upanishad tells, what Upanishad tells. Everything is not very, very clear. Their style is called, they say in a hidden manner more. Paroksh Priyahi Deva. So they tell something more in a hidden manner. So you heard yesterday the description of Pran. And you also heard that this, when there is a dream or deep sleep, in both state, Pran is one who is awake. And very rare description is that the Pran was mentioned by Agni. What was the Garipatya Agni was there, Ahvaniya Agni was there, and Dakshina Agni was there. So Anva Pachanarya Agni was there. Then you heard that Man, the Hota, Saman Vayu is the Hota. And the Yajman is the Man. And Udan Vayu was the one which was taking to Punya. And ultimately, destination was the Ishtaval called Sushupti. So you had seen these things. So they have made our whole presentation as a Yajnashala. Lot of Yajna are going. Whether it is Saman Vayu. And therefore, I had mentioned one point that Upanishad has a intention that these pranas should be not dealt as enjoyer. I should be offerer rather than enjoyer, because Ishwar is sitting at these 5-6 places. Ishwar is sitting in the form of what you say, it is not a Jad Prana, I had told earlier, it is the Hiranyagarbha sitting in these places. And he will give you the fruit of your offering also, and he will be giving you the fruit of enjoyment also. Somebody very big is there, And if somebody very big is there, that will not enjoy anything small. Someone very big will only enjoy more the bhav of a person because he already has what you are saying. So pran, roop, hiranyagarbha which is sitting will not enjoy when you offer the enjoyer, when you offer enjoyment. It is more when you offer the enjoyer. It is fond of enjoyer. Therefore Bhagavan says not enjoyment. Enjoyer is something, an enjoyed object is something. And this is what Bhagavan says, Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarvalok maheshwaram. I am the bhokta of yagya and tapasya. Same thing you see, I am the bhokta of the yagya and tapasya. When you offer yourself, that is called yagya, swaha vritti is there. Or when you do some austerity, then these 5 pranas or hiranyagarbha sitting, they are pleased with you. Therefore, if you have austerity, you will find that you are much happier than the bhog. Bhogi will be less happier than the austere person because it displeases the Lord inside. Bhog vritti makes a person blunt in his intellect and he displeases the Lord. So, because you are offering something you are offering. You are not offering the ahankar, you are enjoying something. Like in front of you, supposing you are sitting and somebody starts enjoying, you are an elder person, 60, 70-year-old, and one person is there in front of you, not recognizing your presence, he just enjoys something. He is drinking something or eating something which is not, you don't like in front of you, then it will not be pleasing for you. You are more pleased when he is not indulging in front of you. So such a great sanctified pran is sitting, and I am not offering that ahankar to the pran. I am myself, I forget him and I indulge and enjoy. So that makes the person a little less happier in due time. Your enjoyment may not be immediate. It may be immediate, but long term, every enjoyer, every bhogi will be sad person, whether it is the emotional bhog or physical bhog. So this point should be kept in mind, and therefore the analogy of 5 pranas compared to 5 Agni was mentioned. If you remember that, Garepat Agni we had taken in detail, then it was Avaniya Agni, etc., etc. I will not repeat. But main thing is there, when you see here one Agni is sitting, here another Agni is sitting, all are places of your body is various kinds of headquarters of the Hiranyagarbha. It is like that. Various places he has installed himself and he wants to be worshipped. Therefore, in Nyas, you worship the bodies, devatas, who are sleeping or who have disappeared. Karanyas, Hridayanyas, etc., etc. are there. So that you have already saw. Now I'll move forward and let me see what else is mentioned. So this third prashna was there. Who is awake in this dream? And that question I will see now. It is written here. Atra eshaha. Atra means this sapne. Eshaha devaha. Here deva indicates the mind. Devaha atra swapne eshaha devaha. So So Dev has come from Div Dhatu to illuminate. Dev has come from Div Dhatu to illuminate. Atra Eshaha Devaha, what he does? Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. I am just translating it. We'll explain it. It expresses. Remember that the question was Katar Esha Deva Swapnan Pashyati. Among all devatas, who is seeing? Which Dev is there? Who is seeing the dream objects? So Esha Deva Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. Mahimanam means its glory. Its glory. Then what is said? What is his glory? We will see that. And what he sees in the dream? Yadrishtam. So what he had seen in the waking state, Yadrishtam. Here first drishtam is in the Agratavastha. So what he saw in the waking state, Tadrishtam. So second drishtam is in the Swapnavastha. Anupashyati. What he has seen in the waking state, he takes the impression of that, and that impression gets the name and form in the dream state. We have heard it many times. So, yadrishtam, tadrishtam anupashyati. Anu means again. It sees again in the dream. Only problem in the dream is because intellect is very rudimentary, and therefore the order is gone. You will see very haphazard things there. There is no sequence. There is no time and space. Things will be lost. So it will be funny. Something can be erratic also, funny also. You have seen that somebody has passed away. Because in the dream, in the waking, when you saw somebody and you thought, he should not pass away so early. Or supposing he passes away. Because mind is mind, it thinks anything. So, it is thinking he should not pass away. And because of that impression, so in the dream, you thought he has passed away. Because your fear for few seconds was now picturized for a few, and it has become a reality there. And it was very few seconds. That thought was for maybe 10-15 seconds. And you had not noticed also that thought. It was for such a short time that he should not pass away. And ultimately, he should not get hurt. And when you saw the dream, that press thought which was there, it got a full flow because intellect is not there. So it got picturization in three-dimensional, and now you are thinking it has passed away and you are very sad about it, and you wonder why this is coming. But many things you not noticed, we have thought it. And you know what is suppressed thought? Suppressed thought is you are thinking but you force yourself not to think. Some thoughts are there, you don't allow to come out because of either you think it is not a good thought or other work has come, other person has come, supposing. There are many possibilities why the thought is suppressed. Either you yourself will know, I should not think of passing away and all this. Come on, let's do something else. So that thought was not dissolved. It was not diluted. It was suppressed by some other thought. If you had thought that, there is nothing called passing away, there is no fear, either you say all belong to God, we'll all go to God, we'll come from God. So this thought has been dissolved. This thought has been dissolved in the Ishwar or diluted in the Ishwar. But I force that thought to keep quiet. I force that thought to keep quiet. And I got myself busy in some other work because I thought that this thought is not good thought. Let's not think on this topic. Like the spring is there, you forced it and made it very small. And you other thought sat over that thought. The better way would have been that the thought would be diluted and explained and dissolved, if at all that thoughts are there. But you cut it across and suppressed it. Now this suppressed thought will come up in the dreamy state. And it will come up in total freedom now. It will have full freedom is there. Guruji, in his book, Drig Vivek, he gave one example. He says that somebody saw one elephant going and also saw one lady was going in the skirt. So ultimately, I don't know what happened. Because of mixture in the dream, the elephant was putting the skirt. So that mixture came back where the cause, effect and sequence and who will have whom, that has gone. You must be getting what I am trying to say. So if he had seen it, and maybe one thought may have crossed, so this kind of things, it can be very funny dream, it can be very scary dream, it can be divine dream, but many things are possible, and that person will dream more who suppresses his thought a lot. Means that he has lot of work, either some tension is there or some kind of stress is there. So his thoughts are not openly expressing, either to the sense organ, either through the mind, either through the work. He is more, his thoughts are not, digested. Another word is there. His thoughts are not, it is undigested thoughts. They are not resolved, they are not explained. They are not allowed to become one with the source of that. So that is called suppressed and repressed thoughts are there. This is one reason. Another reason is also there. This is one reason of thought. So if you dream a lot, that means in the waking state, either you have some stress or you think a lot. Many issues you are thinking. Many times I have seen girls dream more than the boys, because women dream more, because sometimes they think a lot, and because of that they are very worried on certain aspect, they are very emotional on certain aspect, they think, they speculate, they project, they have fear. If you are worried, then also, even if you have a lot of work is there, then also is there. Or you have certain, your mind is not okay with somebody, then also will be there. Because these thoughts are not healthy. It has not been diluted through a process. So one which will, either a person has too many work, either he is thinking too much about somebody, or he is thinking about somebody who is not in front of him. He is remembering someone a lot. That is also one possibility. That I have my son in America or Britain eating Britannia biscuit. So there I am thinking about him a lot, and I could not get a chance to talk to him. I couldn't get a chance to see him. I was thinking a lot. So these type of thinking will converge into the dream. So what is the way out? I am telling you, way out is, don't allow the thought to be truncated. Dissolve the thought rather than cut the thought. Like two ways are there. Child is saying, I want the chocolate, I want the chocolate. There are two ways. Keep quiet, no chocolate today. You had already had chocolate day before yesterday. Why are you asking for chocolate? So he'll suppress the thought. Other is, see, definitely you can have the chocolate, but with the chocolate you have to go to Dr. Rooplal. You will eat lot of sweets and ultimately it will spoil your tooth. So better not to eat lot of chocolate. This is explanation. Let him leave that desire from his own mind rather than he feeling that I am not getting it. So take है ना. So please get this point. And when you are having lot of little dream is okay, because one purpose of dream, there are 2-3 purpose of dream. One purpose of dream is that repressed, suppressed thought will always be there. It can gurgle out, so you'll feel little relaxed. I have experienced, I don't know about you, that even if you don't have a deep sleep and you have a dreamful sleep, it gives you little rest. Somewhere you will feel relieved, even if it is 5 minutes of dreamful sleep. You will feel at least I have little, because that thought has been taken out from yourself. You are more relaxed after that. That will not think after that. Second purpose of dream is to give you some fruit of action. Well, dream also fruit of action is there here. Supposing you had the dream, you had the fruit of action of getting one slap. So, but if you get a slap in the waking, it is for a whole day you will keep on thinking, whole night, more than that insult is there. No, dream time, it will be subtle fruit and it will be over. Once you get up, you will not feel the pain of that. Or you have a fruit of action of, what is it called, getting an award. But your fruit was very less, therefore you only in the dream only you got the award. Or in the dream only you got some praises. Because you didn't need sufficient karma to get long-term joy. So in the dream only you had that. So you wonder why I got up such a nice dream was there. So that is also on purpose. Fruit also you get from the dream. Some dream fruit is there. You will be amazed at how this dream came. How this fruit came in the dream. And third purpose of the dream, which is subtler, is that Bhagwan or Pitar or any Devata can communicate to you in dream. Because he is one with Hiranyagarbha and dream passes through, so he can give in some signal. So many saints got their mantra, like Tukaram, in dream he got the mantra. Or in the dream it will be told that there is one place in front of your house, 50 meters away, please dig that, I am in the Murti form, please establish that Murti somewhere. Many times in Puran, you must have heard such stories, and even live also I have heard, people said this Murti is there, dream came and they dug that and the Murti was there. Or any instruction can be given in the dream. And I can tell with authority, I should not say, but I am still telling that I also got an instruction in the dream, not once but few times, and that was true. Oh, yes. So this is another purpose of dream is there. Acha? So Ishwar does communicate. Pitar communicates in dream sometimes. They say, I am thirsty. That also I have heard. So I am thirsty. I did not get water. So somebody who has already passed away, he can come and communicate to you in the dream. Because they are in the cosmos only. So they have an access to your mind. Okay? Many times king gets the dream if you hear like that. So this is not something hearsay, it does happen. Many times saints come in the dream and instruct you also. So dream has certain purposes. But our problem is most of us dream because of unhealthy thinking in the waking and suppressed thinking and lot of work or somebody are missing a lot. All these things creates a dream. So that is not a good thing. Let us now see yad drishtam drishtam tad drishtam. First drishtam is for dream, first drishtam is for waking and second drishtam is for dream. Yat shrutam. Shrutam, what is heard in the waking, tat Shrutam. Tad Shrutam artham anushunoti. He hears that. Then after Shunati, full stop. Then Desha Digantarayischa. In different countries and quarters, Pratyanubhutam, what he had experienced, Punah Punah Pratyanubhavati, he experiences it again and again. What he has experienced, supposing you have gone to India, so dream about this ashram will come. हाँ भाई, देश दिगंतरे ही. You will remember that class is going on and Prashnopanishad is over now. And Swamiji has extended SUP. So I have to extend my ticket. So this dream may come. Or you may dream that I am still in Parvati block or I am in my room and I am not feeling well. So Digdesh Digantaraihi, Pratyan, what you have experienced, definitely it will come because impressions are very strong. Or chanting class is going on where I did not go. So Pratyanubhutam, or my notes I submitted, but it was incomplete. Somehow I rushed up, but Swamiji still gave good. I thought he'll not be happy with my notes because it is not complete, but I think he did not notice and he still gave good. He did notice. So punah punah. Punah means again and again. Pratyuna experiences it again and again. After that, full stop. Then what he says is something very important. Drishtam cha adrishtam cha. See, what you have seen and what you have not seen. My God. And what you have not seen, there Shankaracharya Bhagavan will write, what you have seen in the last birth also can be so shown here. Oh. It is not necessary that you are dreaming of this birth only. Something you have not seen at all in this dream, but you have seen it in some other birth, so that is now seen here. So that is called, the second drishtam is for janmantar drishtam. Asmin janmani adrishtam. I have not seen this in this. I have not seen such a person in this birth. Or I am not seeing such a situation in this birth. But I have seen in the last birth. Drishtam cha drishtam cha. Shrutancha shrutancha. He has heard something. How do I confirm it? Because I don't know my last birth. No, certain things you have not seen, so you will see it. Certain things you have not seen, but still you will see that. You will hear that. That has come because last birth impression has not gone. Impressions are not gone. Vasana is not gone. Deep vasanas are there. Deep vasanas are there. And therefore you will always have this point that who is that? So drishtam cha, shrutam cha, anubhutam cha, ananubhutam cha. Anubhutam means what is experienced and what is not experienced at all. What is experienced and what is not experienced at all. That is also possible that you may see that in the dream. What it wants to say that your impression don't get killed. Your impressions are not obliterated. Impressions can be of something. In the childhood, impression can be there. Impression can be of last birth also. What Bhagavan does actually, when you are born, he retains the impression and removes the memories. Impressions are retained, memory is wiped off. It is like that. Somebody is writing on the chalk, with the chalk in the blackboard. So with the duster, he rubs it, whatever was written. So what was written is removed, but the chalk particles are they fall down. If you have seen when he is drumming. So chalk particles are either stuck on the duster, which he can do like this, or while rubbing, the chalk particle will fall down on that place where the duster is kept. Like that is the duster place. Similarly, when we were there, only chalk and duster was there. The school, college were having, there was no black whiteboard. There was only chalk and duster. So used to write. So when you rub that, so all the chalk particles used to fall down on the floor or here. So these chalk particles are the vasana. They don't die away. Only the shape has gone from the mind. Vasanas are all intact. Therefore we are so different. And therefore so many vasanas are there. You will feel that why I have not practiced certain thing, why this thought is coming, or why this kind of tendency is not going away. Like Tulsidas ji, when he was born, he said Ram. He said Ram. So Ram Bola his name. His name became Ram Bola. His childhood name was Ram Bola. So similarly, there can be many situations are there. So there he is not able to relate to this birth, that where from this person came in my birth. And if you know, those who have got very old in 80s, 90s, and they are in very, they have lost the memory. So what they will start doing, they will start talking about 30 years back, about 40 years back. बोले उनकी शादी में वो आए थे गुड्डू has come in the marriage of Rani. So I want to see Guddu. Guddu has already passed away. But this lady, the recent one, the neurons died of the recent memory. But the earlier neurons were there, and therefore he is recollecting it, or she is recollecting it. So people say, Purani baat yaad karti rehti. So, but we are busy, so we will not remember that, but it is all there, storage is there. So there are certain sciences, you can go back also to your past birth. There is a way. You can read what is it called? Path of retrogression. Retrogression, something is like that. But please don't go all these things. Don't do. Sufficient good work is there. You don't know what you will see and what you will believe into. And again something will come in your mind. So what Bhagavan has wiped off, let him wipe off. Otherwise you will see my old husband was beating me, or my wife was troubling me. So that will always be a source of sorrow. So those who remember past birth, they are always suffering. Because they always see that this is the person who had hit me on the bullet here. This is the way I had a train accident or the car accident. And this was the place, this was the old mother. So they go to the places where the old mother was there. So their mind is very torn apart. Bhagavan says, start fresh from time to time. Acha. So anubhutam cha, ananubhutam cha. Satcha, asatcha. Here such is relative reality. Satcha doesn't mean Satchidanand. Relative reality. And asatcha means unreality in the relative world. Like this rope is sat, snake is asat, like that here. Not that Satchidanand. Sarvam pashyati, he sees all. And sarvaha pashyati, dhyan dena, sarva mind becomes everything when it sees all. When it sarvam pashyati, it sees all. And sarva bhutva, nominative, it becomes all and sees all. This is the meaning of this mantra. Now the main point is not about dream. Main point is who is seeing it. Who is seeing it? Chale na? Well, yes, please continue. I like dreaming. You may say all these things, have sweet dreams. There is also there sweet dreams. वैसे कि हमारे हाथ में है ड्रीम करना. It's not in my hand to dream. because there is something else who will come up. आप ड्रीम फोर्स नहीं कर सकते कि हम ये ड्रीम करेंगे. Although you may have, but dream state is also regulated by the Ishwar. Certain. So there are three causes I told you. One is suppressed thought, one is fruit of action, and third was some message given. So suppressed thought will be there, but fruit of action that you get in the dream and any special message, that is in the Ishwar's area. My God, all Ishwar, everything is taken. Even a kind dream. You cannot dream also. Now, the point is here, first line. Atra esh devaha swapni mahimanam anubhavati. Anubhavati. So there is a, if you read Bhagavat, there is Anuruddha and Usha are there. Usha was the daughter of Banasur. And Anuruddha was the grandson of Bhagavan Krishna, son of Pradyumnaji. So this Usha, quite good stories there, romantic stories there. So this Usha, in her dream, she saw one very beautiful person. And she was badly in love with that person in the dream. Ab dekho. Ab now, there was one lady, her name was Chitrekha. And she came to Usha, she was close to Usha. He said, Usha, what is this? Only one person I met in the dream, and I was extremely intimate with that person. I think that person is existing somewhere. And can you find out where is that person? So she was a very good artist, this Chitrekha. So she started making, he said, tell me how was his eyes? So after making many pictures, exact picture she could make and what she had seen in the dream. Then it so happened, they are much advanced, what we love. So this, they found, where is this boy? Ultimately they found that he is the son of Aniruddha. And this Chitrekha got him kidnapped. Boy was kidnapped for the girl. And he was brought. And because that love was for the past birth, therefore they were madly in love with each other. And father did not know. Who? No, both the father did not know. Neither Pradyum knew, neither Usha's father called Banasur knew. It was his house only. So Aniruddha was living in his house. In the same house, same room, both were there. And all the time they were not talking to anybody else. Room were all closed all around. It was room, it was a palace actually. Nobody was allowed in the palace. And one day Naradji came there. Naradji said, Bhai, call Aniruddha. So he was called. He said, Aniruddha is nowhere at all. So Naradji scolded Bhagavan Krishna. He said, at least how many sons, daughters, you should take attendance. Because who is there, who is not there, you should know. Aniruddha is not there for weeks and you don't know. And there Maya, Aniruddha was deeply in love. He also did not care to inform him. And Usha also did not care. So काफी सब तमाशा हुआ. Bhagavad में high class romance was there. Ultimately, when somebody is deeply in love, her style changes. She is very happy. When the people around saw Usha in very different kind of moods, and her body was changing, then they could say something is fishy now. And then they informed Banasur. Then Banasur found out, काफी झगड़ा लड़ाई हुआ. Then Bhagwan found out where is Aniruddha. Then he went to Banasur's place and attacked Banasur. खूब झगड़ा लड़ाई हुआ. Banasur was protected by Lord Shiva. खूब झगड़ा हुआ. Ultimately, both were married. But this pre-marriage romance, what they had the foundation in dream only. बड़ी कहानी है भैया. Interesting कहानी. So somebody said, how did it come in Usha's mind? I said, last birth, this drishtam cha. दृष्टम च अदृष्टम, लास्ट बर्थ का कोई है हमारे साथ है। बहुत बड़ी सृष्टि है। हाँ, डोंट गेट सरप्राइज, देयर आर मेनी पॉसिबिलिटीज आर देयर विच यू डोंट नो ऑल्सो। You cannot imagine what are the possibilities also. You cannot imagine. Swami Abhedananda used to say that, he was staying in Kanpur somewhere. And all of a sudden he heard some mantras in the dream. In the dream he heard mantras. So immediately when he got up and he wrote those mantras, some of the words which he remembered, because he thought I'll forget after I get up. So then, after this, he called the scholars and the Vedic Pandits. He said, find out, is this in some Ved or what? And they could find out that is in some Ved, which he had not read during his waking state. So that mantras also could come to him. So dream is very important thing at times. Oh, but I don't have any good dreams. Everybody is very different. But some people have very good dreams depending on their good fruits of action also. Some people do worship of the Lord in the dream. Some people, one person was there, every night he used to become king in the dream. So every night he was suffering, he said, let me sleep first, I have to become king. यहाँ तो मजा नहीं आ रहा है, दिस वेकिंग इज सो बोरिंग, लेट मी गो देयर, वहीं पे किंग बनेंगे, वहीं पे खाना ड्रीम में ही हमारा, आई विल बी हैविंग द फूड इन द ड्रीम. सो दिस इज देयर, बट द पॉइंट इज नॉट हियर. पॉइंट इज हियर, अत्र एष देवः स्वप्ने महिमानम अनुभवति. योर अटेंशन इज रिक्वायर्ड नाउ. What is required now? Please be careful. When you think of the mind, it is changing or unchanging? Changing? No, it is changing and unchanging. It is not only changing. You said changing because you are unchanging, and therefore you get changing and unchanging, both are there in the mind. Achha, it is shape or shapeless? It is shape and shapeless both. It is not only with shape. Mind is not the name of the thought only. Like when you see this palm, it is not only hand, it is a light in the hand. So it is changing and unchanging. It is shapeless and with shape. Achha. It is with permanency and impermanency. In other words, it is a mixture of para and apara. बोले यहाँ भी आ गया para. वो छोड़ेगा नहीं para. बोले but 7 chapters is over, we should not talk about it. No, you have to only talk about that. You cannot get out of that chapter. Acha. So there are two experiences. Our attention is on the changing experience and not on the unchanging experience. Oh, and therefore what? What? There is a consciousness also there, which is not different than the mind. That means the mind is the upadhi, is the conditioning on the consciousness. And that, please note, here Devaha word is used to indicate that mind is pervaded by that consciousness and Chidabhas. Only mind word was not used. He could have said that mind sees the dream. When it is told, it sees the dream. Please be careful. It means in the light of the consciousness the dream is seen. Not that mind is objectively seeing the dream. And therefore, at the end it was said that sarvaha pashyati, sarvam pashyati. It becomes all and it sees all. That self is telling about the consciousness. When it says it becomes all, sarvaha pashyati. It becomes all and it sees all. Both when you mix, it is possible only that one is the adhishthan, other is the adhyast. One is superimposed and other is Like the screen becomes all and the screen sees all. This very important word is there, you can underline that. Sarvam pashyati, sarva pashyati. This defines the word Dev and Mahima. Is it clear now? Sarva pashyati, sarvam pashyati. It sees all and it becomes all. And if you see Mahima word, Bhashaka writes, he writes Vibhutim. Vishay Vishayi Lakshanam Anek Atma Bhava Gamanam Anubhavati. It becomes the object, it becomes the subject. Atma Bhava. Himself he becomes object and himself he becomes subject. So this is the Kshetragya alone expresses as the Dev here. So in the objection, there is objection raised in the Shankaracharya's Bhashya. You will not understand, I am just giving the glimpse of that. Student asked this question, that how did you say that this mind is independent? So this question was asked and the answer was given, mind is not independent because of the independences of the Kshetragya only. Conditioning of the condition of the mind, the Kshetragya or the consciousness alone is seeing the dream. Actually speaking, it is not seeing the dream absolutely. Actually speaking, the screen is not the one which sees the film. On that, films are coming and going. It is just a substratum. Got my point? So when it is said that mind is seeing the dream, here mind is not divorced from that consciousness and then seeing the dream. It is the consciousness alone. This is where I want to draw your attention. It is the consciousness alone which is appearing as the mind by Maya. And that consciousness alone is appearing as the subject and the object. It is the one which is appearing as one dreamer and the dreamt world. And that is the one which, in the light of which it is, the dream is seen. When it is said dream is seen, not that I see you, similarly consciousness is seeing the dream. It is not like that. It is not like that. Because then it will become a seer, it will become an actor. The consciousness, in the light of that consciousness, the dream is seen. And mind is seeing the dream. The indicative meaning is this and not that. Otherwise you don't see mind is seeing the dream. Mind itself has become the dream and it has become the dreamer. And also from consciousness level, mind is the one in the presence of consciousness is the one in the presence of which the whole dream is seen. Now please see, attention was taken away from gross body to sense organ. Sense organ dissolved. Then it was taken to prana, Hiranyagarbha. Then from prana, attention is taken to the dream. And from dream, he had described what seen, what is last birth, this, that. Now from the dream, attention is towards the one in the light of which the dream is seen. Stop and meditate. This is the third question among devatas, which is seeing the dream. Our attention is not on the one which is seeing the dream. We only say, okay, I dreamt like this. I hope this point is little clear. If it is not clear, no, it is clear. It is clear. So the waking is VCR, dream is VCP. One is video recording, other is video playing. So this is there. So this is, And in all the dreams, please don't forget, in all the dream of your, that consciousness was as it is. And that consciousness did not have time, object, and space, because time, object, and space was the part of the dream. Now, going one step further, in all people, all the dream of all people of all time, all the people of the world. I don't know if birds dream or not, dogs dream or not, I don't know. I think they must be dreaming. They must be dreaming. So in all beings, all dreams of all times, it was seen in the light of same consciousness I have. Not that it has different consciousness. Because what makes us different is the time and space. And if time and space is not there, there cannot be. How can you remove that this is different than yours? If my consciousness was different than your, then there should be some place and time involved. Therefore, it is the same consciousness in which all dreams are seen. This is now taking to more deeper topic, which we will see tomorrow. Lot of things are today, so we will see it tomorrow. You have photograph and all these things, so you can go there. Now we will see about deep sleep. There is the next question is about deep sleep. Who enjoys the deep sleep? And then the last question is about the substratum of the whole world, which we will see tomorrow. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.